So America spent 3 decades in a war on terror, where terror was our enemy. But now terror has taken over the White House. Trumputineers are the biggest terrorist network that's ever existed, especially when you add the the Zionist, not Zionist, uh, contingent who are doing some of the worst terrorism in the entire history of the world right now. But the Trumputineer terrorist network is probably the biggest and most robust, most openly operating by far terrorist network that's ever existed in the world. And we don't even call them terrorists yet. We don't even call them out as terrorists. But if we had that same energy for a war on terror, we'd be at war with Trump and Trumputineers. And if we perceive that way, if we look at it like a war and it's us against them and we must utterly defeat them, then this will be a big win for humanity, America, and the earth to finally defeat Trump and his Trumputineer terrorists. I'm reminded again about this principle that, it's terrorism when anyone else does it, but when they do it, then it's nothing because because they're doing it and they can do no wrong. That laws are for thee and not for me principle of fascists. I'm reminded of that by their questioning people on stopping the Texas gerrymandering. They're like, so you guys are going to cheat just because you're doing what you call us cheating. It's like, no, if they gerrymander, it's because you gerrymandered. They're not gerrymandering because they're doing what they called you gerrymandering. So the Fox News host who's trying to question somebody about this is trying to weasel out of the fact that they are trying to cheat or gerrymander by saying, well, if you do the same thing back to us, you're doing wrong. But what we did is just what you said we did, not what we did. You've labeled it terrorism, but it's not terrorism when we do it. But no, it's terrorism, it's cheating, it's gerrymandering when they do it. And if they start it that way, we don't need to finish it with terrorism. We need to finish it with justice and some type of application of force. Terrorists aren't going to be reasoned out of their terrorism. They're going to need some sort of force, grab them by the posse, or get some type of police force that actually arrests them and stops them, even if it's asking for like a UN police force or something to remove Trump. Whatever it takes to stop these evil terrorists. Let's have a war on terror on Trumputineers.